Hey, you're right to whoever's watching this. Um, just thought I'd come on and um, just talk to the camera, really. Uh, yeah, I've just been contemplating a bit recently on just like my own condition and the condition of other people as well to a degree, but like just been thinking like that this is a really unforgiving like existence, and it's really like not how it's like advertised to people. um and just been thinking like it like this has been my feeling. I think it probably has been my feeling throughout the whole thing, but I know there are periods where you kind of like forget about it a little bit. But I've been thinking that fear is like the realest, strongest like emotion uh here to feel. That's what I've been thinking. And just yeah, I've always like been scared, right, of I think like sometimes like I said, you can forget, but um it's even, like even recently, it's been more and more in the back of my mind. Just like, yo, like, damn, like this is really crazy. Um, yeah, like I've been having anxiety, and it's funny, like you say people get panic attacks, right? I know what they mean. Like I remember it from the like series Sopranos. You know, the main guy in it, Tony Soprano. He gets like these periodic panic attacks from time to time, and recently, like I've been thinking, like, dude, I feel like in a panicked state like the whole day now. Like I know, like there's something wrong. Like there's something like really like not good going on. Um, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Does anyone else feel like they're going completely insane in this shit? Like, I feel like I am. Um, I don't know. I don't know even what to say on this, like, little video thing, to be honest. Um, I just know that other people are going through it too, and it's not like, it's not cool. Um, I think this might be another thing that people are finding as well. Like you can't really talk about this, like, as people could say, like real shit or real, real stuff. Like, um, it's like you can't really talk about it to people in RL, like, the friends in like your city or whatever. Um, and it's just really weird because it's like I don't know, man. It just seems kind of disingenuous. And it's like, I don't know. I don't, like, I'm not like fully blaming anyone, but don't you think, like, come on, that is weird. That is weird. But that's the thing, right? Like, they flip it and they're like, you're weird. Like, it's like, no, man, you guys, like, if people flip it on you, like, that's just not, that's just like, It's not right. And you know, it's kind of like it makes it even more culty, like this life thing. Like, um, hey, we're fine. What's wrong with you? Like, it's like, come on, like, no, people that know what's up, and they're not falling for that shit anymore. Like, um, I feel that's with a lot of us now. Um, but yeah, what can you really do, man? Just plod on from day to day, just hoping that yeah, it'll somehow stop, like the bad stuff, like the pains and stuff, and the anxieties and all that. Yeah, this is man, this is rough. Like, yeah, just trying to keep it together, right? Um, Man, this is like worse than I thought as well before because I've like noticed now that like it's more like like two-faced. Like you have you heard that before? Like this thing is like more two-faced than I ever realized. Like the people in it, the what someone will tell you, like a person in public, you know, people follow these public people, right? And they're like, oh wow, like his book really helped me or something. It's like, nah, no, 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 no. Once you really like look at it, yeah, that's what I mean. None of these guys have any answers, right? And they're not safe. Do you know what I mean? They themselves are not safe. But I mean, the weird thing is though that I don't know. Some people are calling it a matrix and stuff, right? Like the movie The Matrix. It's like simulation or something like that. Like it's like some. It's like a computer simulation. Some guy made it on his computer or something in like a higher dimension. But basically, like man, it's like I feel like people are being controlled. Um, and it's like they can't really say what they want to say, or if they know what they really want to say, like they're not gonna say it for some reason. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like you're being, do you know what I mean? Someone's got a gun to your back, and some guy comes along and he goes, "Is everything okay?" And the guy with the gun's like, "Yeah, you better just play along." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm cool, I'm cool." I remember watching this thing, and it was like, yeah, it was Vietnam, and these guys had been taken hostage, and by the Vietnamese, and they did like a public broadcast to show that the POWs were okay and they were being like treated well, fed right, and stuff like that, and most of all, they weren't being tortured, uh, on a regular basis. And if they say anything, you know, God knows what could happen, right? And they had to do that thing. Some of you guys might have heard of it before. Like they did the blinking thing, where they like blinked a set number of times, and that basically communicated they were being tortured. But the Vietnamese didn't notice that they were communicating by blinking and shit. So word got out that our POWs are being tortured, but like it's such a like, do you know what I mean? Like the perpetrators are right there with them in the room, like as the broadcast is going out. So it's like very risky to do it. You know, they could have been even killed for doing that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I feel everyone's in some sort of a situation, and I know I believe this like extra stuff that like it seems a bit crazy to a lot of people who are not like don't believe the same thing, but you know, I think there's something else going on other than just regular regular stuff, right? It could go into like supernatural stuff or like just the other stuff that we don't fully understand or we can't see, and that's when I get like freaked out really like a lot because I'm just like like are we like we had this thing back when just they were teaching us like evolution and all that and like science, and it was just like yeah, okay, okay. And they were like, oh, look at all these animals, they're like struggling and stuff, but us humans, we've we're lucky and we've got an easy ride because we're the most intelligent thing here, and what I mean, there's nothing above us, and like we're safe and we're not, they're getting preyed upon and they have to like chase prey, but we're not in that game, and it's like, more recently I've been starting to think that we might be prey, like seriously, and it's not a nice thought, and you can't even see what's messing with you. Like that's pretty insane. Um, but yeah, not everyone thinks that, uh, which is yeah, it's alright, I guess. Um, but yeah, and I don't know. You look on the news, and it's not. I don't know the news. I just can't even deal with it now, man. It's just, it's literally gonna like make me go even more crazy, man. Like, gee. Another thing I'd say is like it's a bit of a lonely place. This place, um, when you really like stop, begging friend, right? Like beg a friend, they'd say. So like you're asking for people's friendship and you're asking for their company and stuff. When you stop doing that, man, um, yeah, it can be a lonely place, and kind of like it. This place shows its true colors, which is like it's not, like obviously when you go up to people, yo, do you care about me or do you care about so and so? Oh yeah, 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 of course, man. Yeah, he's a great guy, yeah, with all this shit. And it's like, nah, no, we're out here on our own, man. Like, uh, and I mean, we've got this little connection thing on the internet, but uh, yeah, I feel we're out here on our own. I've said this before, like, I think this is like a sinister plot twist kind of situation that we've got on our hands here, and I think people know it deep down. You have to be pretty like asleep to not know it. Um, but yeah, like like we've all gone through our own suffering, but then you've witnessed other people's sufferings too, and it's like I know from my experience now that even like normies are suffering, like, what I mean, like normies who like have a family and just they've got a lot of friends and they're like, hi, and I'm going to where? Oh, what did Michelle do the other? Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, I'm watching EastEnders later on. Like even they like go through really tough times, and yeah, I guess everyone gets a hit of paint with the brush of suffering and anxiety, and it's just when it gets really like intense, like really like we are. I think we kind of know what that is. Like when it gets really in, like the fear, and when you really look at it and you're like, damn, like well, this is actually happening, and it's not like yeah, it's not this happily ever after story. It's stuff's happened where it's just like, whoa, shit, that'll get better, right? And everyone's just like, um, yeah, yeah, I hope so. That's the thing, right? Who, who, I don't know. Who really knows, right? Um, yeah, that's the kicker, though, right? That your family is really just like, I'm sure your family. I've heard people say, "I'm sure your family loves you," like, and it's just, no, no, I don't want to diss, but I guess that's just what people assume, and in more cases than I think people actually are willing to admit, it's not the case. There's a lot of squabbling, worse than squabbling. I'm using a kind word there, squabbling. It gets worse than that, and just it's a scary place, man. It's a scary place. And yeah, I mean, no answers from people, even in like spiritual religious circles. I mean, everyone's got their like 2 cents to add on what they think's going on, but it's like, yeah, I don't think people are really like, have really accomplished anything like worth, writing home about. So it's just in terms of like getting to the bottom of this and stuff, like no. So yeah, it's just yeah, it's a bumpy ride, man. Very bumpy sometimes. Yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to me for about yeah, just under 20 minutes, but no, I appreciate it. Yeah, stay strong out there, guys. All right.